Action figures are great!
Welcome to the newest edition of TNInews with your host, JC. Hello, you action figure enthusiasts out there. JC here, and welcome to a Friday edition of TNInews. Now, I've been doing something a little bit different this week. The week before, I was on vacation and visiting my dad, but this week, on Monday and Tuesday, instead of doing pre-recorded news videos, I did them essentially as live streams, and that's something I'm probably going to continue to do. I'm mainly just because I don't have to edit the videos, and then also I just kind of like, chatting with you guys, shooting the shit and all that. But I also understand that the pre-recorded videos can be a little bit more informative sometimes, and for those of you who don't like live streams, you don't have to sift through all of the extra stuff that generally gets talked about in the live stream. So on Fridays, and again, I'm kind of playing around with things, but on Fridays, I'm going to try and do just a regular video recapping stuff that possibly we already talked about in the previous live streams, and then anything new that happened since the last video, news-wise. Now, in this particular video, I'm not going to get to everything over the last several weeks, because again, the week before, I was on vacation, and there's just too much stuff to go over everything. So I'm going to hit some highlights from this week and also go over new things that have happened since Wednesday. But just wanted to kind of give you a heads up on how things will be going, at least for the foreseeable future here on the channel. All right, so let's jump into today's news, and let's start off with some Marvel Legend news. So earlier this week, going up for pre-order on Wednesday, was the Marvel Legends Cabal 3-pack that we talked about. We talked about this on Wednesday. We talked about how Amazon had originally listed the price for this 3-pack incorrectly. When it went up in the morning, it was listed, or I guess it was around 1 o'clock in the afternoon actually, but when they put it up, it was listed at $99, essentially $100, and the correct price was $74.99, or essentially $75. Now, they finally did adjust the price on there. It took them, they didn't get it adjusted until late in the evening, but they did finally adjust the price. And as far as I know of, for people who pre-ordered it at the $99.99 price, they did have their order, the prices on their orders adjusted to the correct price. If you did order at $99.99, you might want to just make sure, if you haven't already checked, just make sure that they have adjusted it to the correct price. Now, it's still available, so of course you could also just cancel the pre-order at the higher price and then re-pre-order it at the correct price if for some reason Amazon didn't adjust your price. But as I say, there was that snafu, and I think that snafu happened because I believe this was originally going to be a 4-pack based on the distributor listings that had leaked out early on this set. It had indicated it was going to have more than 3 figures, and I think, this is only speculation, but my guess is that originally it was going to have 4 figures in it, which would have made the price, $25 a figure. It would have made it $100. I think it was going to probably be like a Lady Loki figure, but for whatever reason, Hasbro removed it and just made it a 3-pack. But I guess somebody forgot to send the price update to Amazon, and so they end up listing it at the original price. That's my guess. And then, of course, Amazon, doesn't do anything fast. So even though Hasbro had contacted them pretty early in the day, like I said, they didn't actually get the price adjusted until late that evening. Now, for our next Marvel Legend pre-order, that's going to be happening next week on Thursday, which is June the 6th. It is going to be that Marvel 85th Anniversary Skaar figure. So this is one of the figures they showed off previously. And again, this is going to be going up for pre-order next Thursday, June 6th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And this should be available at places like our sponsors, Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, Amazon, I think we'll have this one, but I won't swear to it. But it is not like a store exclusive. So if you're interested in this one, then mark your calendars again for next Thursday, the 6th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And then one final bit of Marvel news for you today. This isn't technically action figure related, but it is somewhat collectibles related. This week we got a look at the popcorn bucket for Deadpool and Wolverine. So this has kind of become a thing where we get these fancy popcorn buckets for all these big movies to try and get you back in the theater and stuff. Though often you can just order these online. You don't actually have to go to the movie theater to get them. But Ryan Reynolds posted a video this week on his YouTube channel, and again showing off the popcorn bucket for the new Deadpool Wolverine figure or movie, which of course is of Wolverine. Originally they talked about how they were trying to outdo the one for the Dune 2 movie, which definitely got a lot of attention for the way it looked. They were like going to try and outdo that one. I'm not sure if they really pulled that off here, but Wolverine with his mouth open so that you can fill it up with popcorn. Okay, now let's jump into some NECA news. So we had a couple of things that went up for pre-order this week. So first of all, we had a new 7-inch scale Vincent Price figure. This is available at places like our sponsors Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. The cost of this one is about $37. You get multiple head sculpts. You get an older looking Vincent Price and a younger looking one. The two of them look, I would say are more younger looking, and then the third one is the older one. You also get some suit pieces for his shirt, so you can either have him with a standard tie, the ascot, or a bow tie, which is kind of interesting. He comes with a candle, a cup of tea, a cigarette, so you got a cigarette coming with this one, a book, a crow, a skull, a black cat, and multiple pairs of hands. So if you are a fan of Vincent Price, who was a great classic actor in the horror genre, also you might know him from the Michael Jackson Thriller video, this is one that you might want to check out. And again, it is available for pre-order now. NECA also put up for pre-order a reissue of that Predator throne. This is available on the NECA store, and the pre-order is open until June 19th. So the cost of this one is $99.99. Again, this is a reissue. They've offered this before, but if you want a throne for your 7-inch scale Predator figures, this is one that you might want to check out. And then finally for today, going up for pre-order were some new Toony Terror figures based on Universal Monster characters. So these cost $18 each. They're available for pre-order now at places like our sponsors Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth. You've got the Mummy, Frankenstein, Wolfman, and Dracula. And again, these are available for pre-order now. Company Spin Master appears to be getting into the 1/12 scale video game figure business. So while Spin Master has not yet actually officially announced these, we've gotten images that have leaked out via overseas retailers, including this PlayStation Horizon Zero Dawn Alloy figure. So I've actually seen some people get this one in hand already, I believe from overseas. And then also thanks to Amazon Australia, we have initial looks at what appears to be additional figures that are coming. So these all appear to be based on PlayStation games, including God of War, The Last of Us, a few others as well. So with these, we basically just have some digital renders. We don't have actual images of the figures. But again, these were listed via Amazon Australia earlier this week. And then also from Spin Master, we have official images for the new 1989 Batman Batwing with Batman figure. So we'd seen some images for this pop up a month or so ago. We knew it was coming. It is currently listed on the Amazon website, though it is not yet currently available for purchase. But according to Amazon, this is supposed to be released in July, so I'm sure it's going to be made available for pre-order pretty soon here. Again, this is for 4-inch scale figures from Spin Master. Now, it's kind of weird because the Batwing is from the original Batman movie, 89, Michael Keaton Batman movie, but the figure is listed as Batman Returns, the second Michael Keaton movie, which the Batwing was not featured in. So it's kind of weird that they have the listed as Batman Returns. But nevertheless, you get the Batwing and Batman 4-inch scale. Both actually look pretty good, especially for the smaller scale. So if you're into that 4-inch scale, this is something you're probably going to want to check out, assuming you are a fan of the '89 Batman movies. And like I say, it is currently listed on the Amazon website, but not yet available for pre-order, but likely will be made available soon. All right, and while we're on the subject of DC, let's jump into some McFarlane toy news. So earlier this week, going up for pre-order was that mega figure of Darkseid based on the comics, classic, Jack Kirby look with the high knee boots and everything. With this figure, you got two different head sculpts. You got a normal head sculpt. You got the second head sculpt with his power effects. You got a soft goods cape with wiring in it, an extra pair of hands, a figure stand, and the art card, of course. Now, as expected, this figure sold out very quickly. The initial places it went up were Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, Amazon, and the McFarlane store. And the figure basically that first day sold out in about 38 minutes when it went up, from when it went up for pre-order. Now, on the next day, it actually was made available on GameStop's website, and I'm not sure exactly how long it lasted there, but it is currently listed as sold out there as well. I believe Target will list it at some point on their website, but I've not seen that pop up as of yet. And I don't know if McFarlane will make more of these available at a later time. But, classic Darkseid, it's no surprise really that was ultra popular with collectors and sold out very quickly. And the cost of it was $40. Now, McFarlane Toys has announced that those DC Multiverse Batman Forever figures that they showed off during WonderCon will be going up for pre-order starting on June 7th. IGN's going to be having a virtual event where McFarlane will be showing these off, so we'll probably get better looks from that. And then when, of course, they go up for pre-order, we'll get the official images. I don't know which is going to happen first, but again, June 7th is when these should be available, and these will be available pretty much everywhere that carries, DC Multiverse figures. So this wave has, the Val Kilmer Batman, Robin, Two-Face, and Riddler. You also get a Build-A-Figure, that Man-Bat creature that was in Bruce Wayne's dream from the movie. So that is the Build-A-Figure for the wave. And there's also going to be a Batman Forever Batmobile coming. In fact, there's should be two versions coming. The regular version is going to include an Alfred figure based on overseas distributor listings. So the Batmobile has not yet been officially announced by McFarlane Toys, but again, based on overseas distributor listings, that should be coming. And then there's also going to be a second one that's supposed to have a glow effect, a kind of glow in the dark effect. In the movie, that Batmobile had some, neon lights on it and stuff. So supposed to kind of recreate that. So it won't actually light up, but it will have a glow in the dark look to it. Now, besides the Batmobile from Batman Forever, there have been some other listings that have popped up recently. So just going down the list, we're going to be getting a Jonah Hex with General 2-pack. That's going to be some type of store exclusive because it's listed as gold label. We're getting a Shining Knight from the Seven Soldiers of Victory storyline. The character The Question, Hugo Strange as Batman, Bullseye Batman. The Joker Dragon is getting reissued with a glow-in-the-dark effect, which is gold label. I wouldn't be surprised if that ends up being an Amazon exclusive. A Dick Grayson as Batman, and Batman from Superman's World's Finest. Also, from DC Direct, for you animated series fans, there's a 3-pack coming with Poison Ivy, Livewire, and Supergirl. So those are in the style of the original DC Direct Batman animated series figures. And again, that should be coming as well. And also listed as a gold label, so will be some type of store exclusive. And speaking of animated series, we're also getting new Batman Adventures Wave 2 figures. These will be going up for pre-order starting on June 5th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, and will be available at places like Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. So we're going to be getting Bane, Catwoman, Nightwing, and the Joker with his hyenas. So again, from the animated series, and like I say, these will be going up for pre-order next week on June the 5th. And then finally from McFarlane for today, that Batman tumbler from the Christian Bale movies has gone up for pre-order. The McFarlane store version, the black version that comes with the Lucius Fox figure, it went up this afternoon. The cost was $99.99, and as I'm filming this, it has sold out. So the regular version of the Batman Tumbler, again, which is being offered as a McFarlane store exclusive, looks to have sold out. There is the Desert Camo version that is being released as well. There is no figure with that one. That one's going to cost you about $70 and looks like it's being offered as an Amazon exclusive. And as I'm filming this, that one is still available for purchase. It went up actually early last night briefly, but then looks like either they pulled it or the initial pre-order sold out, but then they relisted it again today. And as I said, as I'm filming it, the Desert Camo one, which looks like is an Amazon exclusive, is still available now. For you Street Fighter fans, Jada Toys has finally officially announced the Target exclusive red outfit Chun-Li figure. So I talked about this previously, and I said I was pretty sure for here in the United States at least, it was going to be a Target store exclusive. Outside the US, it's being released in other ways, and it's already seen release outside the US. I don't think it has shown up at any Target stores yet here in the United States, but should be arriving soon. But again, the red Chun-Li figure, 6-inch figure from Jada Toys, is being released here as a Target store exclusive. Real quick on the Star Wars front, we got some new Star Wars Black Series reissue figures. So these went up for pre-order yesterday, available at places like Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. For the reissues, we've got Bosk, the Bounty Hunter, and then also getting reissued is BT-1 and 000. So those two were a little bit harder to get, but again, are available again, and again, available for pre-order now. And then finally for today, let's finish off with some GIJoe news. So first of all, Hiya Toys has revealed another one of their 4-inch GIJoe figures, this time of Stalker, which looks very similar to the 6-inch classified version. I actually think the head sculpt looks a little better on this figure, at least based on these images. Now, of course, with these 4-inch GIJoe figures from Hiya Toys, they are not sold at any of the US-based e-tailers, so you'll have to go to somebody overseas like a Robot Kingdom. They generally carry these figures. But if you're into the 4-inch GIJoe stuff that Hiya Toys has been putting out, then you might want to check out the Stalker. And then Hasbro's announced that they're doing a live stream to kick off YoJoe June next week on June the 4th. And that day we will also be getting GIJoe classified pre-orders that'll be available at places like Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth. We might get some store exclusives as well. I'm not entirely sure. But we've got some listings that have leaked out. So the Full Force podcast guys are the ones that brought this to our attention. So, The Ruckus, I believe is his name, was the first one to start posting some stuff, who apparently does have an e-tailer site, though it is a little strange that somebody with an e-tailer site is leaking listings, because generally that does get you in hot water with Hasbro. But nevertheless, he's indicating that he's ordered for his store a GIJoe classified Stinger Jeep, though again it's kind of weird because most of the vehicles end up being Hasbro Pulse exclusives, but I don't know, we'll have to see how that plays out. But a Cobra Stinger with Jeep or with Cobra Driver, Stinger Driver is coming, which if that ends up being the case, I will definitely be picking that one up. And I'm sure it'll be using, for a base, the vamp, and then just like the original toy, and then, we'll get the missiles, and it'll be in black and red and all that stuff. So definitely seems to be pretty cool. And then thanks to Terry Roon, who elaborated, we're getting retro carded Cobra Commander, which I think we all pretty much knew was coming. Though going back to The Ruckus, he's indicating that notes would suggest that there is going to be a hood included, or I don't know if it's a hooded Cobra Commander on Retro Card Back or Retro Cobra Commander that will also include an alternate hooded head. I guess, again, we'll have to see. A retro carded Cobra Trooper figure, a Storm Shadow version 2, Alpine, which we knew was coming, but that likely will be one of the figures going up for pre-order, an Iron Grenader, one of Destro's guys, and then a Bat version for the Grenader. a Mad Marauder Sergeant Slaughter. So we'd seen some images leak out for that sometime back. So I don't know if that's going to be a general release or what. We'll have to see. 60th anniversary Marine, so they're going to continue doing those. Basically a generic Marine figure and a Halo jumper. Though I would much rather, if we're getting Halo jumpers, would rather have Ripcord. But, you know, who knows? Maybe you can use them as Ripcord. We'll have to see. And then, like I say, the Cobra Stinger with driver. So none of that is confirmed. I just want to know. I haven't confirmed it from any additional sources. So we'll take this list with a grain of salt. But I'm guessing if this stuff turns out to be true, we will probably see most of this announced next week during Hasbro's live stream, which again will be taking place on June 4th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. If you're not able to tune in to the live stream, of course, we will have full coverage of everything that is revealed on Toy News International. Okay, so that's all I have for you guys today. But as always, I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything I talked about down in the comments section below. Like this video if you're so inclined. And if you're new to the channel, please think about subscribing and hitting that bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. As always, guys, have a great weekend. Stay safe out there. And until next time, I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching today's video. Now, if you're new to the channel, please think about hitting that subscribe button. Also, hit the bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. For all the latest action figure news, be sure to head over to ToyNewsEye.com, MarvelousNews.com, JediInsider.com, and TFormers.com. And remember, action figures are great,